The project presented here is a redevelopment and enhancement of the Computer Science 1 online course currently taught at Great Basin College. The current course is delivered in a mostly asynchronous fashion with only a few required online discussions and weekly online office hours. To effectively teach online computer programming, it requires a mix of passive and active learning in an engaging and stimulating fashion. Many studies have shown that when the learner feels included in a course, both through interactivity with its content and also socially with its instructor and their peers, they are more successful in completing the course. The new enhanced course, in which 4 weeks were developed in this project, will include more opportunities for students to interact with the course, peers, and faculty. The online course was developed using the Canvas Learning Management System, the course management software adopted by my institution. The tools chosen for this project can be integrated with Canvas, which keeps the learning environment simple for beginning students. Those tools are Microsoft Office Mix for interactive video lectures, and Vocarium, a web-based IDE for programming assignments, submission, and auto-grading. The final product will provide students weekly video content with low-stakes comprehensive questions, a web-based IDE to submit programming assignments with an auto-grader to provide immediate feedback, a discussion area for asynchronous communication with peers and instructor, and a synchronous online conference tool for demonstration and office hours. Today I will present to you the enhanced learning environment for an online instructor-led Computer Science 1 course. When the student logs into and accesses the course, they are presented with this home page welcoming them to the course and directing them to the weekly modules. From here, the student will click on the agenda and outcomes page for that week's lesson. Within this page, the student has access to everything they need for the week's lesson, including the interactive video lectures and assignments and discussions for that week. Let's first take a look at the video lectures. As mentioned earlier, this was produced using Microsoft Office Mix. The video itself is comprised of several short video clips within sections, and each section is followed by an interactive quiz question. One of the essential features of computer programs is their ability to make decisions. It is this feature that makes computers appear smart. The table of contents allows a student to leave and come back to the video and pick up where they left off, so they don't have to sit through an hour lecture and or fumble with a slider bar to find the exact time that they left off. It also makes it easier for a student to come in and find the topic they want to watch for additional help. The video environment also allows the student to adjust the volume, the speed, and jump between full screen mode and normal mode. The quick quiz sections presents the student with a multiple choice question. If they answer the question wrong, it will tell them and provide feedback as to why the answer was incorrect. If they answer the question correctly, a message is displayed telling them that this is correct, and they are able to continue on with the next question or with the video itself. Let's take a look at an assignment next. A link to the assignments can be found down here, and on this link they have access to the program in Vocarium. Vocarium provides a single sign-on so that if they are logged into Canvas, they will jump right over into Vocarium without having to be prompted for another authentication. From here, the student can pull open the starter code and they can work within Vocarium, or they can go over here and click on Actions and download the program to their desktop and use the IDE of their choice. You can also open the instructions and see the two required for this assignment. By clicking on Details, you can see how many submissions that you are allowed and how many that you've done so far. Let's work within this program here to show you how to submit an assignment. With the statements typed in, now we can go and submit the code for grading. The student then is presented with a message here telling them whether they have passed or failed the test. And here we see that we have failed our test. So then they can come in here and make the correction to the program and resubmit it. If their code is correct, it will come back and tell them that it is passed. As already mentioned, the student can download the starter code and complete the program offline and then upload it to Vocarium. Let's see how this is done with the second part of this program. I would come into the work area and click on Upload, find my upload assignment, you can see here that the code has all been typed in, and now I can submit it for grading. You can see that after the submission, the student is given immediate feedback telling them that their program has passed. Let's go back to Canvas and take a look at the weekly discussions. The first discussion of the semester will ask the students to introduce themselves to their peers in their class. But in the subsequent discussions, they will be asked to share one problem from the previous week's assignment and describe how they solved the problem, their logical design, either with flowchart or pseudocode. They'll need to provide a screenshot of their source code and explain their code. Then they will need to provide test data and the expected output, and a screenshot of their output. Then if the program produced a correct output, they'll describe the most challenging or complicated part of that program. If the program does not produce the correct output, they will be asked to say what they think the problem is, how they're going to go about finding out what is wrong, and then they will be encouraged to share the problem so that maybe their classmates can provide feedback as to what the problem is and how to solve it. The students will not be able to see any of their peers' postings until after they make their first posting. After they make their first posting, then they will be asked to respond to at least 2 other students' posts. Although this project is complete, it is just a start. With the feedback that I have received from my fellow classmates here in CS 6460, I will develop the remaining 12 weeks for this course. If you participated in my survey or provided feedback to my assignments this semester, I want to personally thank you. But the ultimate critique will come from my students next semester. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.